Today we are going to solve Cambridge O-Level Mathematics Syllabus D paper number 2, May June 2022, variant 1. Question number 1. In 2022, the running cost of Frederick's car was $5,200. 28% of the running cost was spent on insurance. 3 by 25 of the running cost was spent on maintenance. $270 of the running cost was spent on tax. The remainder of the running cost was spent on petrol. Calculate the amount of Frederick spent on petrol. So first of all, I am going to find 28% of 5200, and it will be equal to 5200 multiplied by 28 divided by 100, and it is equal to 5200 multiplied by 28 divided by 100 will be 1456. Now 3 by 25 was on the maintenance. So 3 by 25 multiplied by 5200 will be 3 multiplied by 5200 divided by 25, and it will be equal to 624. So maintenance cost is $624, and $740 was spent on tax. So how much he has spent on petrol? So it will be equal to 5200 minus 1456 minus 624 minus 740. So 5200 minus 1456 minus 624 minus 740. It will be equal to 2380. So the cost for the petrol is 2380. In 2021, the tax increased by 1.5%. Calculate the tax in 2021. The tax is 740 in 2020. So 740 and increased by 1.5%. So multiply by 1.5 divided by 100. 740 multiply 1.5 divided by 100. It will be equal to 11.1. So now the tax will be equal to 740 plus 11.1. 740 plus 11.1, and it will be equal to $751.1. Now the tax is $751.1. You can use this method, or you can use either ratio method in 2020 and 2021. The tax is 100% in 2000, and in 2021 it is 101.5. In 2020 it is 740, and you have to find x, which is 2 in 2021. So it will be equal to cross multiplication, 740 multiply 101.5 divided by 100, and it will be equal to 751.1 as we have calculated earlier. In January, the cost of petrol is 2.20 per liter. Find the cost of 38.7 liters of petrol. So you just have to multiply 38.7 into 2.20, because 1 liter is 2.20 and 38.7 will be 38.7 multiplied by 2.20. It will be equal to $85.14. It will be equal to $85.14. The average amount of petrol Frederick car uses in 7 liter per 100 kilometer. So it uses 7 liter for 100 kilometer. In January, he spent $215.60 on petrol. Calculate the number of kilometers he drives in January? First of all, it is 7 liters per 100 kilometers. So he spent $215.60 on petrol. First of all, I am going to find the petrol number of liters of petrol. How many liter petrol he has used? So 215.60 divided by the price of the petrol, and the price of petrol is 2.20, which is given in part 1. So 215.60 divided by 2.2, it will be equal to 98 liters. So he uses 98 liters. Now 98 divided by, or you can use the ratio method, 7 to 100 kilometer. So 98 will be x kilometer. So it will be 100 multiplied by 98 divided by 7. So his car has driven 1400 kilometer. So the car traveled 1400 kilometer in 98 liters. In February, the cost of petrol increases to 2.24 per liter. Calculate the percentage increase. Now we have 2.20 previously, and now it is 2.24. Previously we can say it 100, and now it is x. So x will be equal to 2.24 multiplied by 100, cross multiplication, divided by 2.20, which will be equal to 101.8. So the percentage increase is 1.81, 1.81%. Question number 2. Here are the first 4 patterns in a sequence made using gray tiles and white tiles. Complete the table for the first 5 patterns in the sequence. Number of gray tiles are 6, then 10, then 14, and in 4 sequence it will be equal to, we are adding 4 and 4. So in the next we are going to add 4 and it will be equal to 18. You can calculate 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 and 18. And again adding 4 will be 22. Number of white tiles. First you have 2 tiles, then you get 8 tiles by adding 6. Then you get 18 tiles by adding 10. Now, how many tiles do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 and 32. Now we have 32 tiles. And how much we have added? From 18 to 32, we added 14 tiles. First we have added 6 tiles, then we have added 10 tiles, then we have added 14 tiles. So now we are going to add 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 4 14, 14 plus 4 18. Now we are going to add 32 and 18. It will be equal to 0 and 50. So the number of white tiles will be equal to 50. Because first of all 6 tiles, then 6 plus 4 10 tiles added, then 10 plus 4 14 tiles added, and now 14 plus 4 18 tiles should be added in the pattern number or sequence number 5. Total number of tiles are 8, 18, 32. Now you add 32 plus 18 will be equal to 0 and 5. And by adding these, you will get 72 tiles in total. Part B. Find an expression in terms of n for the number of gray tiles in pattern n. So I am going to use the formula an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, where an is the nth term, a is the first term, d is the common difference, and n is the number of pattern or the number of sequence for which you are finding the result. So we are finding the result for n pattern, so we are going to write it as an. Our a will be the first one, which will be equal to 6 plus n as it is because we are finding the n pattern, and d will be equal to 4, which is a common difference. So it will be equal to 6 plus 4n minus 4, and it will be 4n plus 2. 6 minus 4 is equal to plus 2. So our nth term or the nth pattern will be 4n plus 2. Now pattern K has 98 gray tiles. Pattern K has 98 gray tiles. Find K. We are going to use the formula same, an equal a plus, sorry, now we are using not a plus, we are using an is equal to 4n plus 2 because we have find the n term. So it will be 98 is equal to 4n plus 2. 98 minus 2 is equal to 4n, and n will be equal to 96 divided by 4. 96 divided by 4, 2 times 8 and 16, 4 times 16. So our pattern will be 24th pattern. So K will be 24. Now we have to find an expression in terms of n for the number of white tiles in pattern n. In pattern n, number of white tiles. So there is not a sequence for the white tile because we have added 6 in the first one, 10 in the second one, 14 in the third one, and 18 in the last one. So it is not a pattern. So we are going to use our pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and the gray pattern. I am drawing another pattern n square, which will be 1, 4, 9, 16 and 25. Now is there any pattern which will be multiplied with any number or anything, we get the our pattern of white tile. So if I see n square, it will be 1 and then 4 and then 9 then 16. From here I can see that if I multiply my pattern n square with 2, I will get 2 1 time 2, 2 4 time 8, 2 9 time 18, 2 16 time 32. So my pattern will be 2n square. 2n square. For this you have to remember that whenever you are to find any pattern which is not an arithmetic pattern like the previous one for the gray tiles, so you are going to draw the table, and in table you are going to add n square, n cube, and check in any of those could be multiply or added or subtracted, you get your answer or not. For E, find the total number of tiles in pattern 20. Total number of tiles in pattern 20. Now the total number of tiles will be equal to, or the nth term of the total number of tiles will be equal to 4n plus 2 gray tiles plus the white tiles, which are 2n square. So this is the pattern for the total number of tiles, because in total number of tiles we are going to add these two, gray tiles and white tiles. So for the 20th pattern, n will be equal to 20, which is 4 times 20 plus 2 times 20 square. 4 times 20 80 plus 2 times 20 square will be 420 square will be 400. 80 plus 2 plus 800, and it will be 882. So the total number of tiles in pattern 20 is 882. Question number 3. The graph shows the cost in dollars of buying a length of fabric T meters long. Use the graph to find the cost of buying 3.8 meter of fabrics. Now 3.8, which is over here, 3.8, and from 3.8 I am drawing a line toward the cost of the pattern, and it will be $28. It will be $28. Samira buys K meter of fabrics. She pay with a $20 note and receive 1.50 change. Find the value of K. So she has paid 20 minus 1.5 will be $28.5. She had paid 28.5, sorry, 18.5, not 28.5, $18.5. Now for 18.5, how much meter cloth she has received? My lines are not straight, but with the help of scale you are going to draw straight lines, and your answer will be 2.45. It will be equal to 2.45. So she will get 2.45 meter of fabric. Anita cut 10 meter of fabric into 3 lengths to make a blouse, a skirt and a dress. The length of fabric needed to make the blouse, the skirt and the dress are in the ratio of 6, 8, 11. Find the length of the fabric that is cut to make the dress. For dress, so blouse, skirt and dress, we have ratio 6, 8 and 11. Now for the dress, you are going to use 11 divided by total number of ratio will be, yeah, or you can say sum of ratio will be equal to 11 plus 8 plus 6 will be 25. Multiply by total fabric, which is 10 meter. So 11 multiplied by 10 divided by 25, and it will be equal to 4.4 meter. So she uses 4.4 meter for making of dress. The upper bound of the rectangle piece of fabric is 818125 meter square. This is the upper bound. The width of the fabric 2.3 meter, correct to nearest 0.1 meter. The length of the fabric D meters, correct to nearest 0.1 meter. You have to find the value of D. As they are closest to nearest meter and we have to find the upper bound. We have the upper bound. So upper bound area will be equal to upper bound length multiplied by upper bound width. So upper bound area 8.8125 will be equal to upper bound length. What is the upper bound length? It will be equal to 0.1 divided by 2. 0.1 divided by 2, which will be equal to 0.05. So the upper bound length will be 2.35 meters plus, so not plus, multiply with D plus 0.05. Why have I did 0.05? Because it is also 0.1 meter, correct to nearest 0.1 meter. So we have used its upper bound. So 2.35 will be dividing on the other side 8.8125 divided by 2.35 will be equal to D plus 0.05. 8.8125 divided by 2.35 will be equal to 3.75, and after that 3.75 minus 0.05 will be equal to 3.7 meters. So D will be equal to 3.7 meters. Question number 4. A cuboid has the dimension x by x by 10. The volume of the cuboid is 62.5. Find the value of x. We know that the volume of cuboid can be calculated by x multiply by 10. When we multiply all the sides, we get the volume of the cuboid, which is equal to 62.5 in this question. Now it will be x multiplied by x square is equal to 62.5 divided by 10. 10 multiplying on this side, we're going to divide on the other side, and it will become 6.25. Taking square root on both sides, square root 6.25 will be equal to 2.5. So x will be equal to 2.5, because taking square root of 6.25 we are going to get 2.5. So our answer will be 2.5. In part B, a piece of card AOB is sector of a circle with center O with angle 84 degree and radius 15 centimeter. Show that the arc length of the sector is 7 pi. This length will be 7 pi. So I am using the formula theta divided by 360 multiplied by 2 pi r. 2 pi r is the circumference of circle. To find the length of sector, we are going to use theta divided by 360 multiplied 2 pi r, where theta will be 84 divided by 360 multiplied by 2 times 15, because radius is 15 multiplied by pi. So 84 multiply 2 multiply 15 divided by 360 will be equal to 7. So your answer will be 7 pi. OA is joined to OB to form a curved surface area of cone. This OA is joined with OB, and we have made a cone. We have made a cone. Now you have to calculate the radius of the cone. To find the radius of the cone, we are going to take the surface area of sector equal to surface area of cone. Surface area of sector is theta divided by 360 multiply pi r square, and the surface area of cone is pi r l. This is the radius of cone, so I am writing it rc. Now theta is 84 divided by 360, pi cancel out with pi, and radius is 15 square is equal to rc, and the length, the slant height is 15 of the cone will be 15. 15 cancel out with 115 on the other side. So 84 multiply by 15 divided by 360 will be equal to 3.5. So RC will be equal to 3.5 centimeter. Find the height of the cone. To find the height of the cone, we are using the right angle triangle. As a cone is a shape like this, we divide it into a right triangle. This is your height h, this is the slant height L, which is 15, and this is the radius of the cone, which is 3.5. We have found it in the previous question. So length square will be equal to height square plus radius square. Hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So hypotenuse is 15 square equal to height square, which we have to find, and radius square 3.5 square. Height square will be equal to 15 square minus 3.5 square. Plus on this side, minus will be on the other side. 15 square minus 3.5 square will be equal to height square equal to 212.75. Taking square root on both sides, we will get 14.58, or you can write it as 14.59 centimeter. So height will be equal to 14.59 centimeter or 58 centimeter. An empty barrel in the shape of cylinder has a radius 20 centimeter and height 80 centimeter. The barrel is filled with water at a rate of 5500 centimeter cube per minute. Calculate the time taken to fill the barrel. Give your answer in minutes and second, correct to the nearest second. Now first of all, I am going to find the volume of the cylinder. Volume of the cylinder will be equal to pi r square h. Volume will be equal to pi 20 square multiplied by 80, and it will be equal to shift pi multiply 20 square multiply by 80, which will be equal to 32,000 pi centimeter cube. Now the barrel is filled with water at a rate of 5500 centimeter cube per minute. So the time will be equal to volume divided by the rate, which will be 32,000 pi divided by 5500 centimeter cube. 32,000 pi divided by 5500, and it will be equal to 18.28 minutes. So we will get 18 minutes. Now converting 28 minutes to second. So 28 multiplied by 60. Sorry, 0.28. Not 28, 0.28. Multiply by 60. You will get 16.8, which is equal to 17 second. Because we are writing it with the nearest second, so it will be 18 minutes and 17 seconds. Question number 5. Complete the table of value for y is equal to x cube minus 4x plus 3. You are going to write it like minus 3 cube minus 4 times minus 3 plus 3. Minus 3 cube will be equal to minus 27. Minus minus plus 4 3 times 12 plus 3. So it will be minus 27 plus 15, and it will be equal to 2 1. It will be equal to 12. So by completing it, you will get 12. Sorry, minus 12, not 12, minus 12, because minus 27 is the largest value. So your answer will be minus 12. Now draw the graph of the table given above. For minus 3 we have the value minus 12. So minus 12 will be minus 11 minus 12. Two blocks are representing one number. So minus 12 will be over here. I am drawing it on the wrong side because it is minus 12 not plus 12. So it will not be here, it will be downside because y is negative on this side. So you will get a cross over here. After that you have the value minus 2 plus 3. For minus 2 you have the value plus 3. So 1, 2 and 3. So it will be over here. For minus 1 you have 6. For minus 1 6, somewhere here. For 0 you have 3. 3. For 1 you have 0. For 2 you have again plus 3. For 3 you have 18. So 15, 16, 17 and 18 here. Now by freehand you are going to draw the lines of your join the lines or join the points. It will be something like this. This would be your graph. My line is little bit away here, but try to keep as good as you can. By drawing a suitable line on your graph, find the solution of x cube minus 4x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now what we have, x cube minus 4x minus 2, and your equation is y is equal to x cube minus 4x plus 3, and this will be now we have plus 3 and here is minus 2. So from here I can write x cube minus 4x is equal to plus 2, and I am going to put this plus 2 over here, then it will be 2 plus 3 and y will be equal to 5. Y will be equal to 5. Now I have to draw the line at y equal to 5. So at y equal to 5, draw a straight line and the points at which y is equal to 5 and our previous graph is intersecting, those points are our solutions. 1, 2 and 3. As my graph is not so good, so it could be a little bit away. It will be somewhere here, not the previous one. So the answer will be, for from my graph it will be minus 1.5, minus 1.5, this one, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 0.55 because it is between 0.5 and 0.6. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it will be 0.45. it will be 0.45, not 55, and the last one will be approximately 2.25. 2.25. So these are your answers. By drawing the suitable line of y is equal to 5, I have find my answers: minus 1.5, 0.45 and 2.25. Question number 6. The diagram show a field ABCD drawn to the scale 1 centimeter to 50 meters. The field has a straight path from D to the midpoint AB. Draw the path and measure the angle the path make with DC. The field has a straight path from D to the midpoint of AB. Now we are going to find the midpoint of AB by using a compass. Place your compass at B and draw an arc. Now place the same compass with same opening at A and draw an arc. By joining these two arcs cutting points, you will get the center point of AB. So it is the midpoint of AB. Now join D with this point. Now you are going to join D with this line. Now to find the angle between the path and DC, you are going to use your D, and with the help of D, you will calculate your angle, which will be approximately 45 degree to 48 degree. Grass is to be placed on the area of the field. The area to be planted is to be less than 325 meter from B. From B it is less than 325 meter. So I am going to convert 325 meter to centimeter, as which will be x, and I know that 50 meter is equal to 1 centimeter. So x will be equal to 325 divided by 50. 325 divided by 50, which will be 6.5 centimeter. Now I am going to draw a circle from point B with the help of compass by opening the compass 6.5 centimeter, and it will be something like this. And the second point say nearer to CB than CD. Nearer to CB than CD. For this I have to draw an angle bisector. I have to draw an angle bisector. For angle bisector, from point C, I am going to draw an arc. Then from these 2 points, 2 other arc with the same opening of my compass. And by drawing a line like this, I will get angle bisector. Now it is closest to CB than CD. Can only be one side of the path. It could be either this side of the path or that side of the path, because our path is D to the midpoint of AB. So it is closest to B. It means that these all portion could be colored. It is closest to BC. So this portion, and this portion and this portion could be colored. It is either on one side of the grass, one side of the path. So it could be this one or could be this one. So do I have to use a larger area or the smallest area? Largest possible area. So the largest possible area is this one. The largest possible area is this one, which have 3 ticks in it. So this one would be my area where I am going to plant the grass. Find the actual length of the part of the path that forms a boundary for the grass. So the boundary for the grass will be this one. This area of the path will be the boundary for the grass. So by calculating it with the help of scale, you will get an answer equal to 2.8 centimeter. And by converting this 2.8 centimeter into meters, 1 centimeter is equal to 50 meters because we have to find the actual length. So 2.8 will be equal to x. So 2.8 multiplied by 50, 2.8 multiplied by 50 will be equal to 140 meter. So the actual length of the part of the path that forms the boundary will be 140 meter. Question number 7. Yasir traveled to work either by car, bus, train or bike. The probability by using these main transports on any workday are shown in the table. Probability of the car is 0.12, the bus is 0.40, the train is 0.26. Now the probability of bike is P. You have to find P. The total probability I know that will be equal to 1. So 1 equal to 0.12 plus 0.40 plus 0.26 plus P. To find P, all these values will be subtracted from 1. So 1 minus 0.12 minus 0.4 minus 0.26. The probability will be equal to 0.22. So P will be 0.22. Find the probability that on Monday and Tuesday he traveled to work by train on one day and by bus on the other day. So for Monday he is traveling on train, so it will be 0.26, and for the Tuesday he is traveling on bus, which will be 0.40. It could either be he is traveling on bus on the first day and train on the other day. So I am going to multiply it with 2. So 0.26 multiply with 0.4 multiply with 2. It will be equal to 0.208. It will be equal to 0.208. Part 3. Find the probability that he traveled to work by bus at least once on Wednesday or Thursday. Now we have at least one on Wednesday or Thursday. Let's suppose he travel on bus on Wednesday and does not travel on bus on Thursday. Or he could does not travel on Wednesday and travel on bus on Thursday. Or he could travel on bus for the both days. It could be possible because at least once he could travel on bus for the both days. So first of all, for bus the probability is 0.4, and without bus the probability is 0.6. Why 0.6? Because all other probabilities will be add up, or you can say 1 minus 0.4, and then you will add 0.6 into 0.4. 0.6 is the probability that he does not travel with the bus, or with bus is 0.4, and for the last one 0.4 multiplied by 0.4. So it will be 0.24 plus 0.24 plus 0.16. 644 will be 14, 2 to 4, 1, 5 and 1, 6. So the probability is 0.64. So the probability that he at least traveled by bus once on Wednesday and Thursday is 0.64. In part B, Yasir got the length of time he spends at work on each 70 work days. The table shows the result. For 4 to 6 hours he spent 4 days, and for 6 to 7 hours he spent 6 days, and for 7 to 7.5 hours he spent 9 days, and so on. Complete the histogram to represent the data. This histogram is between time and the frequency density. So first of all, I have to calculate the frequency density. But for the first two, it is given. For the rest of all, I have to calculate the frequency density. For frequency density, first of all, I am going to find class interval. Class interval. 7.5 minus 7 will be equal to half, which is 0.5. 8 minus 7.5 is also 0.5. 8.75. 8 3 by 4 is 8.75 minus 8 is 0.75, and 10 minus 8.75 will be 1.25. Now frequency density. Frequency density will be equal to 9 divided by 0.5. You are using the formula frequency density will be equal to frequency density divided by class interval. So 9 divided by 0.5 will be equal to 18. 23 divided by 0.5 will be equal to 46. 18 divided by 0.75 will be equal to 24, and 10 divided by 1.25 will be equal to 8. Now I am going to draw my histogram from 7 to 7.5. 7 to 7.5, it is 18. 18 will be some 18 will be here. So my histogram will be like this one. For the next one, 7.5 to 8, it will be 46. So 46, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 46. 46, and the graph is till 8. So it will be like this one. And the next one is 24. So 24, 1 2 3 24, and it will be from 8 to 8.75. 8.75 will be between 8.8 and 8.7. So your line should be between 8.8 and 8.7 over here. Now from 8.75 to 10, it is 10. So 10, so it is like this one. So this is the histogram of frequency density. For frequency density, you will going to find the class interval. Then frequency density will be equal to frequency divided by class interval. We can check it if you does not remember how to calculate frequency density. You can check class interval will be 2 for the first one, and 4. So 4 divided by 2 equal to 2. Here frequency density is 2. Yasir start work each day at 9 a.m. He is paid overtime if he works later than 5:15 p.m. Estimate the number of days he is paid overtime during these 70 days. From 9 to 5:15, you can calculate either 9 to 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5:15. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.15 hours. Or either you can use 5:15 as 17:15 and subtract it with 9, and it will be equal to 15, and 17 minus 9 will be equal to 8, 815. So how many days he have worked greater than 815? So 815 is between 8 to 8.75, or now I am dividing the time 8 to 8:45, so it will be 8, 8:15, 8:30 and 8:45. I divide it into three parts. Two parts are the my favorable parts, and one part is my non-favorable part, because less than 8:15 is not my favorable. So it will be 2 by 3. 2 by 3 multiply 18, which will be equal to 3 one time, 3 six time, 6 two time, 12. So 12 will be from here and 10 from here. So 12 plus 10 will be equal to 22. So my answer is 22. 22 days he worked more than 8 hours 15 minutes. Question number 8. Apple costs $X per kg per kilogram and orange costs $5 per kilogram. The total cost of 5 kg of apples and 10 kg of oranges is $40. Show that x plus 2y is equal to 8. Now the total cost for the 5 kg of apples. So it will be, when you have x dollar per kg, then the price of apples will be, apples price will be equal to 5 times x, because we have purchased 5 kg of apple, and y dollar per kg of oranges. So total oranges will be equal to, we have 10 kg of oranges, so it will be 10y, and when we add 5x and 10y, it will be equal to how much dollar? $40. It will be equal to $40. Now dividing 5, 5 and 5, how much we will get? We will get x plus 2y is equal to 8. The equation we have to prove. The total cost of 4 kg of apples and 3 kg of oranges is $19. Use simultaneous equation to find the cost of 1 kilogram of apple and 1 kilogram of oranges. Now we have first equation, x plus 2y equal to 8. And now we have given 4 kg of apples plus 3 kg of oranges will be equal to 19. Will be equal to 19. Now I am going to solve these two equations, 1 and equation 2. Multiplying my first equation with 4, so that the coefficient of x become equal. It will be equal to 4x plus 8y. 8 times 4 is equal to 20, 32. 32. 8 4 times 32. And the second equation, 4x plus 3y equal to 19. Now subtracting both equations, minus, minus and minus. When we subtract two equations, the sign changes. The sign changes. So 4x and minus 4x cancel out. 8 minus 3 is equal to 5y, and 32 minus 19 will be equal to uh, 12 minus 9 will be equal to 3, and 2 minus 1 will be equal to 1, 13. So y will be equal to 13 by $5. 13 by $5. Now for the apples, we are using first equation, x plus 2y equal to 8, and x is equal to 2 times 30, sorry, x plus 2 times 13 by 5 is equal to 8. X will be equal to 8 minus 26 by 5. When we multiply 2, then 2 times 13 will be 26. And x will be equal to 5 times 8, 40 minus 26 by 5. And it will be equal to 14 by 5. You can either give your answer in fraction or decimals. 14 divided by 5 will be 14 divided by 5 will be equal to 2.8, and 13 by 5 will be equal to 2.6. Part B. Minus 8 is less than 4 times x minus 3 and is less than 7. For this type of question, you divide your question into two parts and it will become minus 8 is less than 4 times x minus 3 and 4 times x minus 3 is less than 7. Now we will going to solve them separately. So minus 8 will become 4x minus 12. 4 times x 4x, 4 times 3 12. Minus 12 will be plus 12 on the other side, so it is less than 4x, and it will be equal to 4 minus plus minus, and 12 minus 8 will be 4 is less than 4x, and x is greater than 1, or 1 is less than x. Now the second equation, 4x minus 12 is less than 7, 4x is less than 7 plus 12, and 4x will be less than 19, and x will be less than 19 by 4. Now you have to write your answer in only one equation. So I am going to write x in the center, 19 by 4 on one side and 1 on the other side. So your answer will be 1 less than x less than 19 by 4. Part C. Solve 4 over x minus 1 plus 2 over 2x plus 3 equal to 1. Now you have to solve these equations or these fractions and find the value of x. In solving, you have to find the value of x. So I am going to take LCM over here. So it will be x minus 1 times 2x plus 3. And 2x plus 3 multiply with 4, 4 times 2x plus 3 equal to 2 times x minus 1, sorry, plus 2x minus 1 equal to 1. It is plus. 4 into 2x will be 8x. 4 into 3 will be equal to 12. 2 into x will be equal to 2x. And 2 into minus 1 will be minus 2. Divided by x into 2x, 2x square. X into 3 plus 3x. Minus 1 into 2x minus 2x. Minus 1 into 3 minus 3. Or you can simplify it by writing, first you are going to multiply x with 2x plus 3, then minus 1 with 2x plus 3. You can easily without error can multiply now. 8x plus 2x will be 10x, and 12 minus 2 will be 10 plus 10, because 12 is the greater one, so plus 10, divided by 2x square plus 3x minus 2x minus 3 will be equal to 1. Now your equation will become 10x plus 10 divided by 2x square. 3x minus 2x will be plus x minus 3 is equal to 1. Now the term is dividing on this side will be multiplied on the other side, and it will be equal to 10x plus 10 is equal to 2x square plus x minus 3, because anything multiplied with 1 will be equal to the value which is multiplied with 1. So it will remain 2x square plus x minus 3. Now taking 10x and 10 on the other side, you will get 2x square plus x minus 3 minus 10x minus 10 equal to 0. And your equation will become 2x square plus x minus 10x will be minus 9x, minus 3 minus 10 will be equal to minus 13 equal to. Now solving the quadratic equation, 2 times 13 will be equal to 26. Now we want to get the answer 26 by multiplication, and by addition or subtraction we want 9. So in my point of view, we are not getting any numbers which could be the solution of this one, because there are not any factors which could give you answer 26. So I am going to use quadratic formula, which will be minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac divided by 2, and it will become minus 9, because b is minus 9, plus minus under root minus 9 square minus 4a will be 2 and c will be minus 13 divided by 2 times 2. I am solving it below, so it will become minus 9 plus minus under root minus minus plus 9 plus minus under root 9 square 81 minus minus plus 2 4 13. 2 into 4 8 multiply by 13 will be equal to 104 plus 104 divided by 4, and it will be equal to plus 9 plus minus under root 185 divided by 4, or plus 9 plus under root 185 divided by 4 plus 9 minus under root 185 divided by 4. Now by using calculator, 9 plus square root 185 divided by 4 will be equal to 5.65, and 9 minus square root 185 divided by 4 will be equal to minus 1.15. So your answer will be 5.65 and minus 1.15. Question number 9. The diagram shows the position of three towns A, B and C. B is on the bearing of 0.27 from A. So B is on the bearing, so it will be 72 degree. C is on the bearing of 150 from A. C is 150, so it will be 150 degree. AB is given 300 kilometer and AC is given 280 kilometer. Now find the bearing of A from C. A from C. So you are going to draw the north at C, and A from C will be equal to this angle. But I know that when there are two parallel lines and the line crossing them like this one, these two are parallel lines, and the line crossing them, the angle, the sum of the angle will be equal to 180. So if these two north are parallel, So 150 plus x, 150 plus x will be equal to 180 and x will be equal to 30. 180 minus 150. But the bearing is in clockwise direction, not in anti-clockwise direction. So it will be equal to 360 minus 30 because complete circle is 360 and x is 30. So the bearing will be equal to 330 degree. 330 degree. Now you have to calculate B and C, this distance. So for this distance, my angle is, the angle at A will be equal to 150 minus 72. 150 minus 72 and it will be equal to 78 degree. This angle is 78 degree. I am drawing this triangle A, C and B, where AB is 300 and the angle at A is 78, where this is 280 and I have to find the value of B and C. Now giving the name, this could be the side A, this will be the side B and this will be the side C. Now I have given the angle between the two sides, so I am going to use the law of cosine, which will be A square equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A. So it will be equal to A square, where B square will be 280 square plus C square will be 300 square minus 2 times 280 300 cos A will be 78 degree. So by calculator, 280 square plus 300 square minus 2 times 280 times 300 times cos 78, and it will be equal to A square equal to 133470.8359. Taking square root on both sides, square root answer will be equal to 365.34 kilometer. Part C. Town D is 145 km from town B. Angle ADB is 120 degree. Find the two possible bearing of D from A. You may add lines to this sketch to help you. Now let's suppose D is on this side. So my triangle would be like this one, and as D is on this side and this angle is 120 degree and this side will be equal to 145. DB is 145 kilometer. Now I have to find the bearing from D from A. So I have to find this angle. For this angle, in previous question we have given the bearing from A to B, which is equal to 72 degree. So this angle is total 72 degree. If I calculate the angle over here, I can calculate the bearing from A, D from A. For this, I will take this side as A and this angle is A, this side as D and this angle is capital D. Now by using law of sines, I am taking the two sides A equal to D. A over sine A will be equal to D over sine D. A is 145. I have to calculate the angle A. D will be equal to 300 and sine D will be equal to sine 120. So sine A will become 145 times sine 120 divided by 300, and sine A will be equal to 145 times sine 120 divided by 300, and sine A will be equal to 0.418. To find A, we are taking sine inverse of 0.418, shift sine answer, and it will be equal to 24.75. So 24.75 degree. So bearing will be equal to 72 minus 24.75. 72 minus 24.75. 72 minus 24.75 will be equal to 47.25. This is the first bearing. If the D is on the other side, I am removing the previous diagram. If D is on the other side, then it will be like D is somewhere over here. Let's pause. And B to D is 145 and this angle is 120 degree. Now this is your bearing D from A, and this one is equal to 72. Now I have to calculate again this angle A. This angle A will same and it will be equal to 24.75. 24.75. So my bearing will become 72 plus 24.75. 72 plus 24.75, and it will be equal to 96.75. 96.75. I will write it at 096 or 047.25. Question number 10. The diagram shows triangle ABC, A, B and C. Describe fully the single transformation that map triangle A onto triangle B. This triangle A to triangle B. Now our triangle A and triangle B are in the same direction or same shape. It is not tilted, not rotated. It just move. It just move from A to B. So it could be when you are going to solve this type of question like A to C, this is the mirror image. This is the mirror image, A to C. When A to C, you will see that the hypotenuse and the hypotenuse are perpendicular, and the perpendicular are on the opposite side. Perpendicular on left, perpendicular on right. So it is mirror image, but it is not mirror image. Then we check for rotation, but A and B are not rotated. So it will be your movement of A to B, which is called as translation. Which is called as translation. Now translation, and with translation we have to write the matrix according to which our A move to B. First of all, I am going to check in the direction of X. In the direction of X. So it move 1, 2, 3 times on y axis and 1, 2, 3 4 minus 4 times on x-axis, 3 times plus 3 on y-axis, and minus 4 on x-axis. So translation, minus 4 and 3 will be our answer. Part B. The matrix. Find the matrix representing the transformation that maps triangle A on triangle C. Triangle A and triangle C. Now we can see from here, triangle A and triangle C are mirror image of each other. So we are going to find, first of all, the center of rotation. I can see from here the mirror image is along the y-axis. So my center will be 0, 0. Center will be 0, 0. And I can see that my y-axis remain the same. 2 remain 2 for checking for y-axis. 1, 1, 1, 1. So y-axis is same. So for y-axis I am going to write 1. My x-axis are changed, like 2 become minus 2. 1 become, this 1 become minus 1. 1 become minus 1. 3 become minus 3. So for x-axis I will going to write minus 1. So this is the matrix representation for the transformation of triangle A onto triangle C, which is the mirror image with center origin and along y-axis. Part C. Triangle A is mapped on triangle D by an enlargement with center 2, 3 and scale factor 3. Draw the triangle D. First of all, I am going to draw the center point 2, 3. The center point is 2, 3. For x-axis it is 2 and for y-axis it is 3. So this is my center point. Now with center point I am going to draw straight lines. I am going to draw straight line with center and the corner points. And the corner point, it would be like some one with one corner point. With the second corner point and with the third corner point. Now by drawing these three lines, now I am going to check the scale factor, which is 3. The scale factor is 3. So if this side is 1, then the image that I am drawing will be equal to 3. So I am going to check the points between which the distance is 3. So it is this line, which is distance is 3. 1, 2, 3. There is one block, here are 3 blocks. Now 2 blocks, so I would get 6 blocks, and it is 6 blocks, 2, 4, 6 blocks. Now join these two. This will be my desired triangle, which is 3 times larger than my image A, and the center point is 2, 3. The center point is 2, 3. For the mirror image, first of all, you take the center point, draw a straight line with center point and the corner points of your image. Then, with the help of scale factor, you will find the distances which are the scale factor of the original image. For example, here this is 1 and we are going to find the distance, which is 3 between these two lines, the line 1 and the line 2, which is from -1, 0 to -1 and -3. and here the length is 2 blocks, so we are going to find 2 3 times 6, so 6 blocks are over here, and this is our desired image D. Question number 11. P is the point 3 minus 3 and Q is the point 15. Calculate the length PQ. For PQ, I am going to use the formula square root x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square, and it will be equal to 1 minus 3 square, as it is x2 y2 x1 y1. So 1 minus 3 whole square plus minus 3 minus 5, or you can write 5 minus minus 3 whole square, which will be equal to under root minus 2 square plus 5 minus minus plus 3, so it will be equal to 8 square, and it will be equal to 2 square 4 and 8 square 64, so it will be under root 68. So the length will be under root 68, under root 68 will be equal to 2 under root 17, or you can write as 8.45, sorry 8.25, 8.25. Find the equation of perpendicular bisector of PQ. What is a perpendicular bisector? A perpendicular bisector is the one which passes at the center point of PQ, center point of PQ, and is perpendicular to it. So first of all, I am going to find the center point of PQ. Center point will be equal to 3 plus 1 divided by 2 and minus 3 plus 5 divided by 2. Center point is x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. The center point will be equal to 3 plus 1 4, 4 divided by 2 will be equal to 2. Sorry, 4 divided by 2 minus 3 plus 5, 2 divided by 2 will be equal to 1. So center point is 2 1. Now I have to find the slope. So slope m will be equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So slope will be equal to y2 is 5 and y1 is minus 3. So it will be 5 minus minus 3, and x2 and x1, x2 is 1 and x1 is 3. So 1 minus 3. Slope will be equal to 5 plus 3 divided by minus 2. Slope will be equal to 8 by minus 2 will be equal to minus 4. This is the slope of PQ. For the perpendicular line, we know that the two slope multiplied gave us minus 1. So m1 multiplied by minus 4, the PQ slope is equal to minus 1 and m1 will be equal to 1 over 4. So m1 will be equal to 1 over 4. Now the equation. What is the equation? Equation is y is equal to mx plus c. Y will be equal to 1 over 4x plus c. To find c, we are going to put the points of center point, and center point y is equal to 1. 1 by 4 times x will be equal to 2 plus c. 2 1 times 2, 2 2 times 4, 1 minus 1 by 2 is equal to c, and c will be equal to 1 by 2. By LCM, you are going to solve, it will become 2 minus 1 by 2 and will be 1 by 2. c is equal to 1 by 2. Now the equation become y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to 1 over 4, which is the value of m, and c, which is the value of 1 over 2. So this is our desired equation. Y is equal to 1 by 4x plus 1 over 2. Or either you can multiply the whole equation with 4. It will become 4y equal to x plus 2. You can write in this form or in this form. It's up to you.